Indian pharmaceutical industry is about 3.6% of the global pharmaceutical market and currently accounts for over 10% of it by volume. We have the sixth largest pharmaceutical market in the world and constitute of about 20% of global exports in generics, making us the largest provider of generic medicines globally. Medicines are generally composed of two major components: the excipients or the binders. Binders are the non-active ingredients, and the APIs or the active pharmaceutical ingredients. The APIs, as the name suggests, is the active part. The production of API takes place in three different labs: the R&D lab, the kilo lab, and the pilot plant. The product is initially developed in the R&D lab. Firstly, the mixing of solvents and chemicals takes place in an apparatus called the fuming hood, so as to prevent evaporation of the solvents in the surrounding environment. This mixture is then heated to an appropriate temperature for the reaction to take place, also inside the fuming hood. The product is then cooled down using a good amount of ice, and then isolated from the solvents. A rotovapor is then used as a centrifuge to remove the presence of water in the product. Depending upon the composition of the product, air or nitrogen is used for drying it in a tray dryer to obtain the final API. The final product from the R&D lab is then sent to the analysis wing, where it undergoes a series of tests including high-performance liquid chromatography, gas chromatography, and UV spectroscopy. If the product is approved, then it is sent to the kilo lab. Next is the kilo lab. It is a GMP or a good manufacturing practice unit to produce small volumes of APIs, which are new chemical entities devoted to clinical trials. If approved, the product is then affirmed for manufacturing in the pilot plant. The pilot plant is basically a humongous version of the R&D lab. The pilot plant starts off with process reactors, where the mixing, heating, and cooling of the reactants and solvents takes place. Stainless steel reactors, or the SSR, and glass-lined reactors, or the GLR, are the two types of reactors used. SSR is used for base reactants of pH between 7 and 14. The temperature range of an SSR is between -30 and 230 degrees Celsius. The temperature and pressure inside both the reactors can be monitored. A GLR is made with 7 coatings of glass. Acid reactants of pH 0 to 7 are used in a GLR. The rest of the functioning of the GLR is very similar to that of the SSR. All the solvents used in the process are stored in huge tanks, which are directly connected to the reactors. All the reactors are supplied with brine solution, hot water, cold water, steam, and nitrogen, depending on the requirements of the reaction. All of the extra materials required for the reaction, like cold water, nitrogen, etc., are synthesized in various other utilities present at the plant. All of the fumes, vapors, etc. released in the reactions are collected in a condensator and discarded if not needed. Now the product is separated from the solvent using either a centrifuge or the ANFD, the agitated nutshell filter, which is a centrifuge cum dryer. If the centrifuge is used, the product is dried using the dryers. There are three different kinds of dryers: the tray dryer, vacuum dryer, and the rotatory cone vacuum dryer. The output from the dryers is then sent to the clean room, where the blenders are present. The clean room is where the final stage of the production takes place, and the name speaks for itself. The blenders give a uniform texture to the product, and thus the final API is obtained. The final product is then packed and sent for the production of tablets. The safety measures are strictly followed, and it is claimed that everything in the industry, from a door to a light, is flame-proof.